Hey everybody, I'm Coach Mo and welcome to Embodying Faith Through Fitness. I am a NASM certified personal trainer and I have been venturing off into different sectors for things for people with, maybe limited mobility or maybe senior citizens, or if you have a bit of a weight problem and it makes it hard for you to stand and move around. I've been doing some mobility and stretching exercises that have been helpful to some of my clients who have limited mobility and or blood pressure issues. Now, first I want to say, before I take you through about a 5-minute seated stretch, anything that you do, you should always consult a doctor. Yes, I am a NASM certified personal trainer. Yes, I do have experience with people who have mobility issues, but at the end of the day, what you want to do is make sure that something is safe for you. And there's a few things that I will cue you to do during this stretch. One of those things will be either if you see me visibly like breathing, or something of the sort, or saying to breathe. That's very important when it comes to if you have like high blood pressure or things of that nature. This is things that your doctor might advise you to do. So if it is safe for you to proceed, and I am giving that disclaimer so that if you proceed, you are, proceeding with the assumption that this is safe for you. And of course, if you are uncomfortable at any point, you want to make sure that you go ahead and you stop the video, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and set a timer for 5 minutes, and I'm going to take you through a few things that will probably help with mobility over time. You can do this for do this once a day, in the morning to kind of get the blood, circulating and things like that. And just to overall help you to feel better, and getting a little bit of movement in. I'll upload some other videos that might be helpful as well. So let's start with arm circles. I'm gonna do some forward. Make sure you're breathing, especially if you suffer from anything such as high blood pressure or things like that. Slow, deep breaths. It will help to kind of keep that blood pressure regulated. If you see me looking over here, it's because I am looking at my board back behind the recording. You want to make sure that you sit tall. Sorry, you guys. I think my husband just came into the door. But you want to make sure that you sit tall. This is just across the body. Think of like you're hugging yourself. Some of us need a hug. We all have days like that. And I'm just, sitting here looking at my timer just to make sure that we are in time, within the time frame. So if you can't see my toes, let me back up for you. You're gonna point up, down, and your feet are on the floor. Tap them, bring them up. Tap them. Don't forget to breathe. Your feet are doing this. This is what your feet are doing. It's like waking up your toes, You might feel it in your calves, and then you have some wrists. Circles, right? We're gonna do it out. Just keep breathing. Even if you don't see me, doing the exaggerated breathing, you want to turn your wrist the other way. Okay. I like to do some toe circles, right? But of course, you're going to be on the floor because let's just be honest, right? Some of us have, and then turn the other way. Some of us have issues with holding our legs up, and that's okay. My prayers, if you have not noticed already, you hear that pop? See, we all get a little stiff. if you haven't noticed already, that this channel is pretty much a faith-based channel, which is why it is named Embodying Faith Through Fitness. Oh. I've been on this weight loss journey. You guys will learn a lot, you know, about me and the things that I, you know, hold dear, just by, you know, just sticking in there with me. But I noticed that, you know, the Lord Jesus Christ, he's been so instrumental to me. I want half neck rolls. Come on, breathe. I want, I finally at some point, just to kind of, you know, get the blood circulating. Right. And then we're gonna do some across the body stretches. So sit tall, just reach for your hip. When I was at my highest weight of 252 pounds, I was going through like a dark time, and I realized, just keep breathing, even as you're listening to the sound of my voice. What I noticed was I never asked God to help me with my weight problem. I'm at 195 pounds at the moment. I've been a little lower by some, and not like, you know, healthiest. You know, sometimes we do some things. Just reach is what's comfortable. I might be able to reach down here, but that's not what I want you to do. I just want you to kind of lean, right? And I'm just looking at my watch. I realized that in all my struggles, I never gave it to God. I never asked him to give me strength, because we can do, I want you to do this, especially if you have high blood pressure. I just want you to lightly try to tap, right? Because we don't want any reaching up high, because that's not good. So we're doing like seated jumping jacks. But I realized once I invited God in, he helped me, and it became so much easier. It's a day-by-day thing, but hence why, and look at that, that's the end of our timer. Hence why this is named Embodying Faith Through Fitness, because it's a daily walk of doing something and giving strength to your higher power, which is what NA will say, and my higher power would happen to be Jesus Christ. And you doing the work, because faith without works is dead, right? And doing what's within your power to help yourself, and giving the rest over to Christ. So that's your 5-minute stretch. I hope you guys will stay along, you know, stay with me. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, share this with your mothers, your grandmothers, you know, people who might have issues getting out of, you know, the chair. And I will, or even getting around with mobility, and I will continue to upload things like this amongst other things for other populations, but I just wanted to share this. All right.